Devat, which I guess Inazuma's in Devat too. Which we're in the way and Mondstadt. Just a moment while I go through notices real quick. Okay. So we got some update summaries here. Let's see, what have they done? Fixed issues, co-op, farmer's treasure. Open the stone gate to the treasury to the old stone slave. The Heron's Invitation web event has begun. Okay, so run the email, we click here. It takes us out here and we scan in the code. I'll bring it back so you guys have something better to look at than than the little no Sony blocking my content screen. And I don't know why they insist on doing this here. There must be something. Let's close that. Let's go to the QC reader and look at the options for that. Okay, there you go. That's not what I wanted to do. Damn it. Where can I turn that frickin' problem is that the QR reader I'm using will not use anything other than Safari, and I tried to tell it to use uh, Firefox, which I have on the phone, and it charged me $1.99. So I need to go and clear my wallet so they can't do that anymore. Settings. Okay, so no, that's okay. I understand. They were giving me a 3-day free trial, and they were going to charge me $1.99 for a month. And you know how that works. Um, if you if you do something like that, they will set it up to where there's no reminder, and and then you start getting these ghost bills on your credit card. Um, there you go. So let's get the mail back up here. And the bigger problem is, okay, so Apple in their infinite wisdom to choose to use Safari, which is a piss poor browser, and they, they want to force you to use it because they're forcing you to watch their advertisements as well. So, and that screws with the the web app game. Let's go to Chimera's. Just gonna let me paste. Okay, let's chat with the customers. So that being the case, because it's gone ahead and let me do the 3-day free trial, even though I canceled the free trial. And here in a couple of days, it's not going to let me do this anymore. Forward it to the Firefox. So I'm going to have to find me a cute new QR reader. One doesn't want to use uh, Safari as its default, and then if you want to change that, try to charge you for it, because that's just stupid. Uh, if you're going to have an app that goes out to a website or uses a web browser, you should allow the customer to have the access to the browser that they want to choose, whether it's a free app or a pay for app. Doesn't matter. So let's go back. Let's go check out Ogre Textiles. So let's get that and that. coincidentally, that's something I'm looking at doing. Is I was going to some classes, but I was informed that that was a bad idea because it would impact my medical disability claim. Once that occurs here at the end of August, then I can go ahead and go back. But I want to. The local state college has a big mobile app development program, so I want to go through there. I've got lots of computer background. I just never really learned to program in a formal. Already did that. Okay, so it still says talk to the customers. So basically, this thing is you click on this chat with the customers, and you got 10 times per day, and they have a little dialogue thing. You click through it. Looks like there's 4 venues. You get they're all in Inazuma. You get the kimono shop, the restaurant where you went to purchase or where you taught them how to make the pizza, and then the last one is the armorsmith or blacksmith. And then there was one other one we just did. Pull that one back up when I get back to when I get finished here. Okay, let's get that and that. Okay, so oh yeah, the Netsuki no Jin Crafts, and then the Ogre Textiles and Kimonos, Shimura's, which is the restaurant, and then Aminoma Smithy. It's got my inventory here. So we were able to get some delicious sushi, some tricolor dango, luxurious mask, luxurious tachi, which is a short sword, ordinary kimono, and a fabric. That doesn't make any sense because we should have had, there were 8 of them. And yeah, ordinary and luxurious, oh, I guess those are, but what are we doing now? Okay, that was already the event. So alright, well that was not very much to that. Mark it as red. Oh, that's why it's saying it's not marked as red.
Wonder when I'll be as tall as Magic's?
I don't know, Barbara. I don't think you'll ever be as tall as Jean. She's pretty tall for a girl. I mean, you're already in your late teens. You've done growing about as much as you're going to grow. Map quest.
Sister.
So before we leave over here, because there's no point in going down over there first, since we're already up here. We're going to go ahead and go hit the dragon, because it's Monday. Do all the bosses on Monday, because it's Monday. And then we can go on and get our commission quest done, and then of course we'll get our gather quest done, turning in the expeditions. So
We can do this!
this is the soundtrack that has copyright. So just so you're aware, so anybody else that's thinking of streaming this, don't stream this with the sound on specifically. I've just turned all music off because, you know, if they want to pull that crap, I'll just turn all their music off. Then they can, their game can look like crap because it doesn't have any background music. And they ain't got nobody to blame but themselves.
Let's dance! Wheel of life. Time to go!
So that's one. Two.
With the wind.
Three. Alright, come on, big boy. Let's do this. don't get your back. What am I doing? I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go to the werewolf or the giant wolf, not the werewolf. I seen a video where the guy said, "Oh, I can make it there in 20 seconds." And yeah, he made it there in 20 seconds. Then you stand around and wait for another 10 to 20 seconds for your stamina to regenerate because you're out of stamina before you can start the fight. So there's no. That's the way you want to play the game, and try to be all and be the fastest at everything. And yeah, you're not gonna have much enjoyment out of it for one thing. We got a new group of guys up here, don't we? Those guys aren't never here before. And for another thing, there's no. I mean, that's just on you in general. You know, if you want to be that petty that, well, I got to do it the fastest. Well, and everybody else that doesn't do it like I do it sucks. And you know, I'm left-handed. I do a lot of things that a lot of people don't do the same way because I'm left-handed. I just look at things differently. What you got to say about that? I mean, I find it funny. I'm part of the biggest minority in the world, so nobody can throw that at me. There are less than 10% of the population of the world is left-handed. So. Oh, come on. I got Barbara in here too, so I'm missing a character.
Quit it! I'll catch up. Time to clean up.
That's where you want to be. We're going to take it this way, buddy. Take that. Ah, you can't knock me down now, can you? Oh shit, I got her out. Out of habit.
Rise. Time to go.
Oh, you.
Leave it all to me.
the heck?
Go!
What is? They've done something to the wolf. Now he's gonna come in and attack you. And then this is the second time he's done the circle thing. I've already got Witcher 3 and more wars.
I missed a spot. Leave it all to me. I must leave no stone unturned.
Remember that Huta has 29,000 hit points. Look how much Noel's healing her up.
Let's dance. Higher, higher, hands on fire. Win it. Leave it all to me. Someone needs assistance.
What did we get here? Defense. Junk. Defense. Junk. Down to show. Yeah, we'll definitely have to reset the group here because we got to get Chung down in here. He's just too powerful to not have against Child. I mean, even in the fact that he's not max level and doesn't have very good, I mean, his weapons like almost 70 or something like that, maybe 80. His ice field ability is just OP against Child. Water electro, yeah. Let's throw a Kara field on top of him and see how he deals with that. There you go. So he's level 82, got a level 80 weapon. It's only refinement rank 1. But he makes it so much easier.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle. So quick to flee. A touch of frost. Passable left. Passable left.
Where'd you go?
Time to go.
Not bad, not bad. Not bad. You've got a trick. Forth, my blade. All you do is run.
Sacred name, fortune preserver, wheel of the...
A touch of frost.
See?
No use hiding back there. Submit for judgment. Swift.
Fire, fire, hands on fire! Quit it! As a dutiful maid would. Leave it all to me.
Well, putting some dirt down on it.
Quit it! Huh? Rise.
You're cut above.
Silly churl, Billy churl.
Okay, so that just leaves
Billy Hilly churl.
this guy back over here. This is him. Yep.
You dare overstep your mortal authority?
We must leave no stone unturned. I'll protect us. Hi.
Be crushed!
Huh. Hi. Huh. Huh. Yeah. Huh. Hi.
levels. This is what we want. Decrease climbing, sprinting stamina.
Let's dance. Go, Barbara, go! Protect us. Phew. Go. Huh?
Be crushed! The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Oh, come on.
Today, you witness your reckoning!
Let the show begin. Go, Barbara, go! Life goes on.
Crumble!
Someone needs to. I'll catch up. I'll protect us. Go.
Shifting sands, not mountains permanent. Fisher!
I want you so bad to keep developing these guys more and more to push you back, make you try to stay at range so you can use that archer.
Huh?
Face me!
Wheel of life. Ready, steady, go!
Crumble! The enraged earth will not absolve you!
I can't stop now, they need.
You stand upon your tomb, though you know it not! Come, experience an eon of suffering!
Life goes on. Sister.
Oh, what the hell?
Time to go.
double tapped it for some reason.
Back to the earth! The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Oh.
From rock to dust, sooner or later. Crumble!
Leave it all to me. Life goes on. Wow. Oh. Like
Back to the
steady as stone.
come. Experience an eon of suffering.
Yeah. Faster? Okay, fast.
The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Faster? Okay, faster.
From rock to
Life goes
dust,
on.
sooner or later. Dust! Crumble!
Rise. I must leave no stone unturned. Let's dance. Oh.
Bull crap. It's not freaking cold here.
Go, Barbara, go! It's crossover! Wheel of life.
From rock
Leave it all to me.
to dust,
Defense, crit damage, attack points. Hit points, attack. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Got another one garbage today. Okay, so we're finished with bosses. So we get to we got a login, we got our consumption, we got our Trounce dailies weekly thing. And that puts us up to level 10, which is actually 2 levels. Almost ready for a draw there. I don't attempt to even worry about pity, because to get pity you have to spend money. You're not going to get enough gems in game for MiHoYo's not going to do that. They're not going to give you free pulls when they're already giving you free pulls. And what sane company would? I mean, unless you're just breaking money in, or you want to do some sort of promotion, you're not going to give away free pulls. Guaranteed main banner character pulls. So let's see. Got some chests popped up here. You notice how it's down to 98% now. I used to have all these at 100%. 98, 100, 100, 100, 99. Another chest has popped up in there. 100, 100, 100, 100. I just went to right before the Inazuma thing and cleared up and ran through Mondstadt. There were 2 of these zones that were down to 98%. But we're going up here to here.
I'll catch up.
Dr. Livingston, I presume. So we'll go do this real quick. And we'll go to make the delivery. off to Inazuma for our other three. So there's 1, 2. Uh-oh. 1, 2. Okay, there are 3. But if I need it, you know, they want you to, they allow for you to set the zone where your commissions are going to be at. But Inazuma isn't capable of doing more than 4 commissions at one time. Every single day so far, it's been 3 in Inazuma and 1 elsewhere. I know, not in Bethesda, elsewhere. Alright, so we got this, what's something going on here. Defeat all opponents, there's 7 of them.
Let's get down to business.
Come on, come on, come
My
on.
blade! My blade!
Orders given. Orders received.
You know what they call to the berry. To the berry. Let's get down to business.
Quit it!
Move! Finally.
Time to go!
You know what they call
I'll protect us.
to the berry. My blade! Finally,
The other one, Diagro, went back.
say no more! To the berry.
Alright, next one on the map. Oh, we're going to have to switch characters. Fine. I forgot about that. This is not where we want to be. This is where we want to be.
Let's go. Time is against us.
So where are these supplies at?
Speed of light! Incoming! Go. Okay, faster. Ha, don't blink. Cut to the chase. Higher, higher, hands on fire. Huh? Go. Life goes on.
Oh, come on. Pick that cabbage up. That's what I'm talking about. Gotta use your bow. Cause we gotta find some way to make these guys use the bows. So we'll build these missions to where the only way you can get to these guys is with a bow. Cause you're not gonna get that with a magic user that's too high. You're not gonna get that with any, even the elevators probably not gonna lift you up high enough. Whole withdraw to safe area bullcrap. Yeah, we're not chasing you down for a radish or something like that. What? Okay, so that's a one of those charge posts.
What's one more? Keep it.
Rise. Time to go. Go.
The hell is that? so.
Go! Phew. Ad Astra Abyssos. Ad Astra Abyss.
Okay. Okay, so that leaves us with, take a look at our wishes real quick here. 651. What is this down here? Oh, okay. So we've got enough to make 33, or, yeah, we got enough to make, we could do every single one of these and get this up to 15. So let's cook it. Who's gonna be the preferred? How you doing? You just all of a sudden just it all popped up at the same time for some reason. I'm sitting here and all of a sudden there's 4 chat messages popped up all at the same time. YouTube must be YouTube. And it's typical Monday. Already tired because I was up at 2:30 doing Gran Turismo before all the really bad people get on there and make it a spoiled affair. can't auto cook it until you get to 15 and 15 proficiency. These are new recipes. That was Sakura tempura. Knew that we were going to be making food or something with that. Okay, so we got, that's 15, and then we got to have 5 more. I'm just doing Monday stuff. I've already killed off the world bosses, and I'm now doing cooking and about to go do smithing, and then I've already completed the commission quests and turned in at the Adventures Guild, and then I'll probably run around for about an hour or so and do some more work on Inazuma. We're going to be here for a while doing Inazuma stuff because it's for such a small area. It's got a lot going on. So we got something like 50 levels on the Sakura tree we have to accumulate, and then we still got 6 or 8 levels on the shrines we got to accumulate. That's up to you. I mean, there's no guarantee you're going to pull her unless you put enough into it to pity pull them, which is you're talking about. You're going to be spending what, about 100, 150 bucks to get pity pull. I'm free to play. That's the way I roll. I bought the 99-cent crystal package, and I bought 2 $4.99 monthly things. Or no, not $9.99. The battle pass, the Gnostic hymns. I bought 2 of those, and I haven't spent anything since. And that was when I bought the Gnostic hymns, was way back. Yeah, well, I mean, there's nothing to win. There's no incentive. I mean, as far as that's all about, well, mostly it's about bragging rights. I've got this and I've got that and I've got the other. So what? This is what I got, and I've spent 21 bucks on the game. I got Hu Tao, one of the strongest characters in the game. I got Albedo. I hadn't even bothered building him. I got Kiki, again, one of the strongest characters in the game. I got Jean. I got Kaking. And I got every purple except for Rosaria. And all for 21 bucks. Personally, I'm not real keen on sword users. Most of their skills are too interruptible. Kaking is actually turning out to be pretty powerful because she recharges fast enough on her ultimate that when they come in there and start trying to throw the chain interrupts on there, you hit your ultimate, and they've just wasted all their build up on something that ain't there. I think it's this guy here, isn't he? Yeah. He's so you got Noel, Zinque, and Barbara. But now, I'll tell you what. Barbara is until Dragonspine and Inazuma. Barbara stayed in my party. She was one of my first level 90s. It was Noelle and then Barbara. So,
Wanna come over
what
for
I can
tea?
suggest is that, you know, if you've got the money and you want to spend the money, that's what it's there for. That's why they have those options. Um, Otherwise, just be patient. I mean, I started playing the game just after it left beta, just after it went live, and this is a PlayStation account, so you can't re-roll a PlayStation account. So I roll with it with how it roll. Um, and like I said, you seen what I have. No, I don't have Dow or whatever his name is. I don't have Venti. I don't have Klee. I don't have Diluc. I don't have Mona or you know these guys. But most of these guys, this guy here is. I'm thinking that they're going to be doing some toning down on him because he's a little bit overpowered. Um, this guy here has his faults. Uh, he's not like. I mean, this guy was the biggest disappointment ever. He's a 5-star, but everybody was expecting to have lightning and water, and all he has is water. Um,
Dodoko? Dodoko, where are you?
I don't like the way she plays. I've done her testing, and it's just Yanfei is in my opinion is much better than Klee. Eula, I've done hers. An ice great sword isn't something new. We already have an ice great sword, and Changyung actually, in my opinion, is much better. With Changyung, I can go into the child, throw down his ice field, and just tear the hell out of child.
When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out,
More is not
bathe
okay.
in moonlight.
So hint to the wise. Okay, so watch this. I'm going to show you something. Okay, you get 5 of these a month. That's your resin refreshes. Well, you're going to get 160 resin every day. At 40 per resin, you create these. It's condensed resin. There's 40 resin, and you have to go and let me see, where are they at? That's them right there. You have to go farm these. Where is it at? That right there. You have to go farm these. Inazuma is just overrun with them. Now, being that you're AR17, you may not be able to get to Inazuma. But you farm these. And how you farm these is you get the geos, the animo crystal flies. To get those,
One client, 2 clients.
as soon as you get this place open, you're going to go over here about twice a week, at least twice a week, maybe 3 times a week. When you get to this place out here, the Galleon Forest open, you teleport right there, and I'll show you. You're gonna do this two, three times a week here, and then I'll show you the other places you're gonna go. And look, see the crystal flies all over the place? All those are the crystal flies. Each one of those, you take that, what you get off of that, get on over there against the wall. It's crystal core right there. And you combine that with 40 resin, and you get your condensed resin. Once you have your condensed resin, you go down here to your gold thing. Right there. We'll tag it. I'll go ahead and burn some resin for you so you can see it. Because I didn't burn any condensed resin today. Today was a boss day, so it's all original resin. But and I can replenish it tomorrow. That way I'm not burning up my refresh resin. You're gonna want to allocate this as something you do at least once a week. Doing these gold things. And again, you're going to want to do it with the condensed resin because it guarantees you a certain amount.
With the wind.
Oh, oh wow, I got two.
Incoming. With sword comes shadow. I'll be fine. Speed of light. Time to clean up.
There's your Noel. This is, I mean, and this isn't even really a built Noel. She's just level 90. And I'll show you. Okay, so I got Snowblind on her, I think is what it's called. Let me... Yeah, White Blind. It's a crafted weapon. It's a 4-star crafted weapon. You get a great sword recipe. You get the items that you need to make it. You're 4-star, and I've done it enough times. I'm at refinement rank 3. I still got 2 more refinements to do on it. Her constellation, she's C2. She doesn't really get tough. I mean, she's tough right now, but she doesn't really get tough till she gets down here. Noel's attack is increased by 50% of her defense. You're gonna run into more than 2 rune guards whenever you are running around. There's a place over there you're gonna run into them. You're gonna have 2 rune guards and a flyer, all running around at the same time. But anyway, okay, so we killed the rune guards. We go over here, and we're gonna use the condensed resin. 120,000 more. You do that, you can make 4 condensed resin every day. You go get your crystal flies to get the cores. You use your resin that you get for the day. You usually what I do is I'll do the gold once a week, the books once a week, and then the rest of the week I'll do condensed resin against whatever I might be looking for, artifacts or weapon upgrades or character upgrades. But I always use condensed resin because there's no reason not to. You can refresh your condensed resin permanently. You go over to this place over here. Get your geoplies there, and then you go over to this place over here. Like I think you use 4 crystal cores for a single day. So if you get 4 crystal cores every day, you're covering your loss. You see, I mean, you come out and you start off getting, get those, but I always fail. You can't grab them right there at the shrine because it tries to interact with the shrine. But those aren't the only ones. Anyway, you run around here by this this winery here, and there's crystal flies all over the place. And there's a couple of places, I forget where they're at, that you can go run out here, and you'll run through a bush, and 3 or 4 crystal flies will come running out. Do that. Um, free Primo Gems live. No, you're not gonna find free Primo Gems live. Yeah, somebody, people were interrupting me, so they were going into town and they had to ask me if I wanted anything. Well, okay, so for Primo Gems, you're gonna do your, you do commission quests daily. That gives you 60 Primo Gems every day. Now, once you get into Inazuma and you're gonna do your content, um, you're also gonna get Primo Gems for doing, um, actually I don't think you get Primo Gems for Battle Pass. But you get the equivalent of Primo Gems. That right there, that's let's see, the next one's gonna be 640 and I'm at 800 right now. So that's 160 Primo Gems right there at level 20. That's free to play. The top row, that little icon right there at the top row that I got highlighted. See there, 20. That's, you use that over here in the wish. Every single one. If you have 10 of those, you get a free 10. And I never do single wishes. I always do the group wishes. You get 10 of those together, and that's a free pull. So that's just doing your battle pass. See, and now if you this is part of the reason why I got the Gnostic hymn the 2 times, and then I decided it wasn't worth it. It's because you get the extra resin refreshes there, and you get the extra, and you get the special banner pulls on at the 10 levels. The 5 levels is the resin, and then at level 30 you get a weapon, which is one of these guys here. And these change from time to time. If you ever get the chance, you want to get this one. It increases damage, and then it also regenerates if you crit on a normal or charged attack. You're going to get more barbers. You're going to, if you're new, there's Barbara Noel. This is one I used for a long time. You're going to get her. There's no way not to get her. She's a 4-star character. You put her and Barbara together, and you've got an evaporation machine. Because what you do is you kick Barbara's little alternate attack off, which does the little circle of water around her, and so now, and then you switch over to Xingling, and you're dousing everybody with water, and you kick off the Xingling's circular spear thing, and throw out her bear, and now you're causing evaporate and vaporize on everybody. And that's one of the strongest reactions, elemental reactions in the game. Up until, I mean, I just got Hu Tao maybe a month and a half ago. The account's over, it's almost 2 years old now. I just got Jean. I got Jean a week later. I got Kiki real early. And I was real glad that I did. Because now I'm taking, my party up until I got Hu Tao and got her ranked up was Kiki in the 4th slot, Barbara in the 3rd slot, Xingling in the 2nd slot, and Noelle in the 1st slot. I'd like to keep Noelle around because when Noelle kicks off her alternate, then she's the only one that doesn't get kicked around. Every single other player out there, every other single hero out there, when the big guys start knocking stuff around, they get knocked around too. Not Noelle. Noelle, you kick off her shield and she can stand there and go toe to toe with them. Until her shield breaks. Once her shield breaks, then she gets knocked around. But you take, I took Noelle, Xingling, Barbara, and Kiki. Now I've got Kiki and Barbara got instant freeze going on there because you got Kiki's circular thing going on, Barbara's circular thing going on, and then you go in and throw melt, evaporate, vaporize, and on top of that with Xingling. And then if things start getting hairy, so now I'm also got 3 healers going on too. And having that setup actually helped me out with Hu Tao, because the way Hu Tao works is when I kick off her ability, it takes consumes a set portion of her hit points. Now this is what I'll tell you. Set portion is 50%. Whatever she has, it's going to take 50% of that. You can't kill yourself with it, but you can get killed with it, because if you don't watch it, you'll. Oh, but because I had 3 healers going there, I was never running out of hit points, because I'd always, I'd go start off with Hu Tao, kick off her ability, throw her fire spear around a little bit. When that ran out, because if you switch off of Hu Tao and come back, her fire ability is not there anymore. You have to wait for it to recycle. When that runs out, switch over to Kiki and then Barbara, and unless we're in a frozen area like Dragon's Spine, and then back to Hu Tao. And then if I'm getting knocked around a lot, then I grab Noelle out, and she's got some backup healing as well. Now, with Inazuma, you don't run Barbara. I just want you to know, you don't take Barbara over to Inazuma, because what you're going to do is you're going to kick off your alternate attack ability, and then one of those lightning guys is going to hit you and dot you with lightning, and you're just going to sit there and fry. And it doesn't matter which character you switch to, because as soon as you switch to another character, they're getting wet again until Barbara's alternate ability is gone. And it has. I mean, I went for a long time without dying at all. Since Inazuma, I've died a couple of times. Completely, all my characters died. And that's mostly because 1, Electro is way too overpowered, and 2, they got way too much of it going on over there. Especially you're standing in a pool of water, and that's the part I don't get. Is you're standing in a pool. You're standing in a pool of water. If I pull out Kaking in a pool of water and use her and get her electric ability going, she's sitting there killing herself. But these NPCs, no, they're impervious to it. But anyhow, I mean that's what I do. Like I said, I pick out 1 day a week, and early on you may actually want to pick out 2, and go do gold. That's 480,000 gold for doing 4 condensed. And then I don't know. You can scroll. You can scan back on my stream. Let's go over here and I'll show you. Another thing I do to keep my gold levels up, besides just going around and killing stuff and picking up chests, you'll hear them, the guys that they're pro, yeah, in quotes, pro. Oh, I make 100,000 and 200,000, a million gold a day out farming. Yeah, if you're gonna spend 12 hours on the game, yeah, okay, maybe, not, but not normally. Because normally I get on until it doesn't come out. My daily routine was get on, do my, if it's Monday, do the world bosses, do my commission quests, and then make sure I spend my resin, and make sure I go get some more crystal cores to replace my condensed resin, and then I'm done. So it takes about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I'm done. I don't spend all day on this game. I got other things I can do. But you're going to eventually reach the point where you're going to be doing these. And what I do with these is, okay, so I got her doing ore. And let's see if it's going to let me get over here. And I got him doing more. Both those get a bonus. So you can see there Amber has 19 hours, whereas Kiking and Changyao has 14. They get a bonus to expedition time. The most you can have, at least right now, is 5. So I have her doing more, I have him doing more, and then I have her doing ore. So I got 2 characters doing ore and 3 doing more. They're getting 5,000 mora for a day's adventure. 15,000 per day goes into my bank. I'm also pulling out 2 characters that are doing ore, and the reason I'm doing that is so that whenever it's time for me to do my battle pass for the day, I come to turn in my go turn in my adventures there, and I get my mine 10 items thing done without having to go out and mine 10 items. Now, I still go out and pick stuff up, but if I go by, I'm one of those, I'm a hoarder. I go by and I see some metal or some ore laying there, I go take it. But I'm not going to go out and spend 12 hours mining ore. Now, the other thing you want to do is, I mean, that's what I was doing earlier. Once a week, whenever I usually do it on Monday when I do the bosses, you're going to do 20 cooks here, or at the EOA, or over in Inazuma, and then you're also going to come do 20 items here. And what I usually do is, I've got enough built up, is never spend your resin on these things. But I usually go down here. Oh, we got those new things now, huh? Those are the Inazuma crystals right there. Now, that's going to be 20. I'm not going to stick around here and wait for him. I'll get them tomorrow. I've already done the cooking. This will be in the weekly thing. I've already done the cooking. Oh no, I haven't. I got one more to do cook, but there's 20 items there. So that's 720 adventure points for the week. And as long as you do that, usually I may have to go and do not these. Yeah, these here. I may have to go do these two once in a month. Unfortunately, we can't play together until you get to a high enough world rating, which would be 7, because that's the furthest I can see right up in the top left-hand corner there. My world level is 8. That's the maximum level right now. I can drop that to 7, but until you get to world level 7, I can't come into your world, and you can't come into my world. That unfortunately, that's just the way it is. I get what they're at, but I don't, it's not a conducive to people bringing in their friends, because, oh yeah, come play this game, but we can't play together because I'm already up here and you're just starting out. Well, you got co-op. Okay, so if I go on to co-op, I can request to join any one of these worlds. Now, if I go into co-op and try to join, let's see if we can find one here. This guy right here's world. it's going to tell me you can't do that. See, and I don't understand that why it's even allowing that to show up, because I can't join those two worlds. Those guys are too low level. If they're below level 45, I can't join the world because the lowest I can take my world back to is level 7. So like these two guys here, I couldn't join their world. They're level 44. When they hit level 45 and get their world up to world rank up to 7, then I can downgrade my world and go into their world. But then I'm locked at world level 7 for 24 hours. And you can start doing that at world rank 5. When your world rank hits 5, you can start downgrading, and you can go down 1 grade for the day. And then you can go back up the next day, but you have to go talk to an NPC to do that. I think that's the way that works. I haven't actually done it myself, but they've got the instructions about how to do it. But you know, and people can request to join my world, but if they're not world rank 8, then it's not going to let them. So they have to be level 51 or higher. Because until you hit level 51, you can't be world rank 8. But that's I mean, I'm like, for instance, right now, I'm also playing another gacha game, and I've been playing it off and on. It's one of those ones I pick it up and then I drop it. I pick it up and I drop it. Epic 7. It's the same thing. You just be patient. Do your free draws, and eventually you get stuff. I got one I played Brave 9. I played that game for almost 2 years, and then I let it go for a whole year. Came back, and there's been some changes, but I still got the majority of the heroes. There's like 175 heroes, and I got 133 of them. And that's just, I didn't spend any money on that game. Didn't spend not a dime on that one. I've still got all the free packages available for that. The ones that give you free stuff because it's a first time purchase. Yet I've got some of the strongest characters in the game. You know, just by being patient. You know, you're not going to jump out and be, you know. And here's the thing about it too, is if you go and spend a bunch of money on your thing, it's not going to increase your world rank. So, you know, you're still limited to that. And until your world rank increases, your gears, you're at a point right now at AR17. All you should be concerned about is killing whatever you run into and doing the daily quests and doing the storyline missions. Don't worry about artifacts. Don't worry about all that, because you're wasting time and material trying to farm artifacts, because you can't get the good artifacts until you hit like level 35 or 40. Well, I mean, you can't get the good artifacts until you get to you can't get orange artifacts until you hit 40, 45. Every Genshin player that you go watch a video on will tell you the same thing. Do not try to farm artifacts before 40, 45. And optimally, you're going to want to wait till like 50 before you actually get into hardcore. You want to get your world level up as high as it can possibly go. That way you can go in and get as many oranges as possible. I mean, you've seen when I did the world bosses there, the rewards were I got 2, if not 3, oranges, and then a whole bunch of purples and blues. You won't get any oranges or purples. You won't get any oranges until you hit world rank 40, 45. And then it's still a low level that you're going to get those, meaning that you might get one, but more often than not, you're not going to get any. And then when you hit 50, you're going to most likely get at least 1 orange every time you do a dungeon. One of these guys here. Here, it'd be easier to show you here. Oh, not there. Okay, so every time I go into one of these and do one of these artifact dungeons, domains, because of my war rank, I'm just about guaranteed I'm going to get an orange. Until I hit AR50, I might or might not. Most times I was getting purples and that was it. But when I hit AR50, almost every single time I do these missions, I get an orange. It's not always good. I got a whole bunch of orange that are no good. In fact, that's all I got today from the bosses was junk. Let's see. That was yesterday. I pulled this one today. Defense, energy, recharge, attack. That's junk. For starters, the primary stat is defense. The only character that I can think of that you would use that on is Noelle, and this is not a claymore users, bows and catalysts, which is magic users and archers. And then I got two of these. Where are they at? I got three of them. Okay, so I got hit points, attack. Now see, this one's not so bad because you could use this on a character that is going to be tanky. You could use this on somebody you're going to bring in to do a burst. So long as they're using a sword, claymore, polearm, and you get 4 pieces, you're going to get the 35% damage tag. Though if you're going to use it for burst, you don't want to do that. You just want to do the 2-piece, and then you get you like a noblesse set or something like that. This one, junk. Defense. Now, this would be a nice one for Noelle. Defense, crit damage, hit points, and attack. Because Noelle is going to focus on defense later on, once you get to C6. This is junk. Defense, flight attack, hit points, hit points. This is what a good one would look like. Let's see. Where is she at? No, that's actually junk. That's okay. I still have stuff to do on Hutal. Let's see. There's a good one. Attack, crit damage, attack, defense, defense. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. And this one here is one of my best. It has main stat hit points, but you notice it has crit damage and it has 14%, which means it's rolled twice on crit damage. It has attack, it has 10.5%, it rolled twice on crit. It has a crit rate of 7%, it means it rolled twice on crit. So at 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20, you get another roll on one of these stats. And it has rolled 4, 6, 8, 4, 8, 12, 16. Yeah, it has rolled one extra stat on each one of my stats, and I think crit damage actually has 2 rolls on it. No, world bosses actually give you. Okay, so this gladiator nostalgia set, that you're only going to be able to get that from world bosses. There's no domain for gladiators nostalgia set, and that's one of the most used sets in the game. Because the sword, claymore, polearm classes are the ones that are used primarily, and you get the 18% attack even if you aren't a sword, polearm, or claymore as a 2-piece set. Let's take a look and see. That's not what I wanted. What I wanted to do was this here. I'll show you somebody. Okay, so you see with her, I've got 2 pieces of gladiator, and I've got at least 2 pieces of thundering fury, which is the electro damage bonus. And I've actually got 3 pieces of gladiator there. And what I'm hoping to find is a piece of gladiator or electro that has electro damage on it. So far I haven't found any. Um, I'll have to change that one out. Okay, so that's low level. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Having a single piece with flat attack on it as your main stat is not a bad thing. All your crit damage and all that stuff is based off of the flat attack value that you have. The percent attack does not play into it. So we got an elemental mastery, which for her is good because elemental mastery. Let's go back over here. Elemental mastery for her increases the overload, superconduct, electrocharge, shattered, swirl damage by 34.7% at 44. All right, take it easy, guy. And like I said, just be patient with it. It's not you're not going to win the game tomorrow. Quest reputation. That's this guy over here. Because I did more commissions over here. You? So what is his quest reputation that he's talking about? New reputation quests. Actually, I think I'm going to leave that. We need to go look at our... We still have to go do our household thing. Yeah, I need to go over here and check and see if maybe one of these other places has something new. let's take a look at that real quick. Oh, what's going on back here? We got something behind us here. Okay, and we're going to do this real quick, and then we're going to call it. Have to go keep an eye on animals. We got a puppy that likes to chew on the ends of shoelaces.
We have put in.
Oh, beds. Oh, I can only do 2 of them. Okay. I'll do that. Ground Depot. Alrighty.
If you ever have any questions.
Okay, so that'll take care of that. I can make me another white blind, huh? I think that's got that at max level. What I can do though is another one of these. What do I need? I need that. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do with that. I wish I had a spear because I'd like to make one of those. Okay, but that's, we're gonna call that a day for Genshin. Oh, we got a battle pass thing here. Oh, that's right. Can't call it a day just yet.
Someone needs assistance.
I'm thinking I have to go back over the world, but probably need to go back over there anyway. I don't like logging out here because this is co-op. I still gotta make one dish to finish my cooking for the week. Okay, so that puts us up to battle rank 12, I think, is it? So, battle pass 12. Yeah. So we've got 34 days left to go to level 50, which is 38 levels. So we're on track here to not have to do anything, a whole lot of extra stuff to be able to get our level 50. And so we're still waiting on those. Those have 5 more days to refresh, which is good because we might get another draw. I could do that. I want us to go ahead and start holding on for these. If Noelle pops up in there, I'd grab her out of that. So quit being impatient, like I was telling the other guy. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching and thank you for coming in there.